So again, very warm welcome and thank you everyone to our this session of Adobe Ambassador Program, where we continue to help you introduce a new technology, new feature which we have in our product. And I want this session to be interactive. So again, this is the way how we could learn from each other. You all are designers, you all are creative people. So today I'm going to try out few things and do let us know how these features could be exciting to you, how you'd like to use this feature. If you want me to try certain prompts, certain things, then go ahead. It's not like I'm just coming here and just talking about something and we are having this boring session. No, I don't want that. I want participation from all of you, because today it's kind of a very exciting sessions where we are going to be testing this creative technology and these generative technology and how it could help us in our design journey. Okay, so with that, I'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so here I see that there are two people who have tried Adobe Firefly, but there are other people as well on the call who might not have heard about it, or you might have not get a chance to try about it. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with it. So here, if you could see, this is the latest generative AI technology. So Adobe has been into this the AI technology, but this is something which is exclusively we have brought out for the people to unleash their creativity and design different elements with the help of technology, and then use it into the creative application to enhance this further, right? So as part of this particular offering, what features is available right now is text to image, where what I can do is I can just write a text and then it will generate an image for me. So this is the first capability which we are going to look at. Then the second is like a generative fill, where being any person, what I could do is I can just upload any image and highlight certain area of a particular element or any image, and then just type a prompt and it will go ahead and generate it. Third is applying a text effect. So many times for different campaigns and banners, we have to apply certain effects to text, and it is a bit tedious task. But how using this creative technology, we can just quickly generate those text effects just by typing certain text. And next is like generative color. So recoloring any artwork. So suppose if I'm a designer, I'm designing certain packaging and the designs. So how using the AI, it will be able to generate different variation of a specific design. So these are the four things which we are going to cover. Then I'll switch to Photoshop, and there I'll show how in Photoshop Beta, the same technology could be leveraged to enhance your image, or further maybe expand it or add a new element to it. Okay, so I hope you all are excited. And with that, first let's get started with this one, like text to image. So I'm happy to try my prompt, but feel free to go ahead and challenge me and describe the prompts which you want me to try over the chat. So feel free to just go and type it over here, and then I'll just go and type it. So here what I'm going to do is since we have taken this topic as a how to do a concept design for a specific for a graphic designer. So suppose I'm the designer and I have been given the task to design a mascot, right? For probably a food delivery. So maybe I'm working for this food delivery industry, and there what I have to do is I have to just go and design a mascot for it. So what I will do is I will just I just got this particular task, right? But I don't have any idea in my mind. Okay, what should be the mascot? You would see other food delivery platforms and other groceries like the Dunzo or the Swiggy. They would have different mascots, which they will try to use a creative way to generate. So how we can create those mascots pretty quick. So what I will do is I'll go over here, and probably I have this idea in my mind. Okay, a man driving scooter holding pizza box. Okay, and click on generate. And here you could see the kind of artwork it has generated based on my prompt. I wanted a man, I wanted some pizza boxes, and here it has generated certain design, certain elements out of it. And what you see on the right hand side is different filter. So this particular technology is not just where you can just type a text or generate it, but you can customize it further, like the what kind of art you want. So if you have like tried another technologies, generative AI technologies, there like you might not get these level of like freedom to create something which is very unique or design certain concepts which are very unique to what you are looking for. So currently, if you see over here, what I'm getting is different aspect ratio. So probably like this is for the square, it might work well. Maybe I want to design something or generate some idea for different media. There probably I will go for this widescreen, and then my entire artwork would get changed. So it will just take a few seconds and then it will go ahead and generate it. And then on the below, we have different content type. Now it has generated something which is fitted to the widescreen. So probably that square one was what I was looking for. I'll switch back to it. And here, if you could see, what I could do is I can play around with different content type, different styles. So maybe I want something in graphic. So I would have the ability to switch between the multiple content type provided over here. And now it has created something which is into the graphic format. Similarly, I can just go and choose maybe the photo content type where I need something which is a bit more of a kind of a photo format, not art or graphic format. And now it's kind of a different kind of output has been generated. So suppose like this art, maybe I like this one. And now what I want to do is I want to like define it further. So maybe as a filter here, what I want to do is I want to apply but without changing the artwork. Yeah, so in that case, Rahul, what you could do is you can like download this image and then you can enhance it further, right? Because if I choose the dimension to the specific aspect ratio, it will try to fit in. It will try to fill in the what is the remaining area in that particular aspect ratio. So if you want just this kind of artwork, this is what I'm going to do now. I have already designed something in Photoshop and then what I want to do is I just want to like put it there. So probably I'm designing, I need a mascot for this specific banner. Here I have already designed it. I just want some mascot over here. So for that, I'm looking for in Firefly. Yeah. So here I have this art. And now if I go down under the styles, I can define it in different way. So probably I want to look for what are the different popular styles, what kind of styles is available to me, what kind of effects are available to me. Maybe for movement, these are, I want something which is very like pop art kind of character. So I'll just go and select this filter. So what I mean to say that it's not only just generating the images, but you are getting the capability where you can just go and enhance it further. Maybe this one is not looking so great. Let's try this one. And then it will change the entire design into a different way. Okay, now you can see how the colors are popping out. So this way, different variations, different like color and tonality. Maybe I want some cool tone. I can just go ahead and select this filter. Now it will generate some artwork or some art which is very into a different cool tone, right? So this way I can define it. I can look around for like different compositions, maybe some close up. So at one time, like when you are providing a prompt, the more descriptive the prompt is, the better results it will give. And then what you could do is you can simply go ahead and click on generate. So you could have all those filters applied and get the desired content out of it. So suppose like this is some of the content which I have got, right? And maybe like I like this one. So what I could also do now is I can just go over here and select this image as a reference image. And now what is happening is this image has been used as a reference image and I can refine it further. So maybe I can say, okay, a man wearing a cape driving scooter. So what it will do is it will just go ahead, try to preserve and use this image as a reference image and then generate something to it. So here you could see different kind of images has been generated, which are like pretty much similar to what we had here. So this capability has also been added to it where you can pin any image as a reference image and then generate multiple image based on that specific image, right? And suppose if you want something similar to it, maybe I like this one. What I could do is just go over here, click on find similar. and then it is going to show some similar images which has been generated. Yeah, and now it has generated some similar images. And now suppose if I have, now it was a man, let's go ahead and clear styles, and let's try a woman. So now I have changed my prompt to something else, and now it is giving me some like different kind of results. Probably I do not want into a picture format, right? I want something into art format. So I can simply go over here, switch the filter to art. Okay. And now this kind of artwork has been generated. And like I said that I can go further. I can just go and refine it and choose different filters and then get a completely different result out of it. Okay. So now the results has been changed. So this way, what I could do is I can simply go ahead and like create different concept, different designs. Maybe I want a man or a woman, or maybe a kid delivering pizza. So this kind of mascots, I could just go and create a mood board around of it. So here, like maybe for this specific banner, I already had created certain mood board. So if I turn on this, you could see that like this is how I had created just to save some time. So maybe I want certain mascot who is wearing like mask while he's or she is delivering the pizza. So something like that. And then I would have different variations whether delivering on scooter or a bike. And based on that, I can just decide, okay, what kind of mascot I'll be creating. And here I'll able to generate one. Yeah. So probably I could go, I also added some pizza over his box. So if you look through in this particular image, which got generated, so I enhanced it further. And then I have added a pizza element on top of it using Firefly. And then here I was able to like complete this. Yeah. So this is where like where designing a concept, you can just take idea, inspiration, you can generate different art, you can take it to the content which you are already creating. So this was about the one example. Like any one of you would like me to try any other prompt or anything where you struggle or while designing any concept, you feel like you're not able to find the relevant images or you have an idea, but you're not getting what you actually want. So just feel free and put it on the chat if you want me to try any of the prompt or anything which you want to generate. Okay. So here, if you could see, like different kind of the artwork which has already been generated by the different people has been like generated over here. So very different type of creativity and imaginations could be like created using just by entering the text prompt. So just to be cognizant of time, what I will do is, so I'll just quickly go ahead and switch to the another capability where what we could do is, so suppose let's stick over here and now what I have done is I have created a mood board. So from that, I was able to design this specific mascot for this food delivery like company where I need to design this. Can we fix third, fourth color by giving hex code so that we get an artwork within the brand colors only? Yeah, you can like define this particular artwork like later when you take it to Photoshop. So currently what it will do is it will go ahead and try to generate that content in Firefly. So there as well, like you'll be limited to like that specific theme which you already have. But if you want to refine it further, like I'll show it to you how you can quickly switch and then you can maybe select this scooter. Maybe the scooter you want to be in a specific color. You can just make a selection out of it and then change the hex code value within Photoshop. Because if it's not about like this Firefly will give you everything which you had been creating in Photoshop, right? It's just about getting a design and then you want to refine it further. You'll be taking it to the Photoshop or any other creative application and doing more manipulations to it. Okay. So suppose like now this particular banner has been created and next what I want to do is this is for Holi and I want to generate a text out of it. Like this is specifically for Holi. So what I will do is I'll go over here and click on the text effect. Okay. And here maybe I want to type Holi offer. So this is the text which I want to like type, and maybe I want some colors to it. So any suggestions for this particular text effect? Like what kind of effects I should be generating? Okay. Actually, it will not take that Tom and Jerry. I'm not too sure because this the best idea about using this particular technology or this particular capability is any like names or any like brands. People would not be able to like pick up the things from there, right? So and this way, like it would the content which you would be creating would be a completely safe, so you could use it without being worried about whether there would be a copyright or not. So this is a great capability and how we differentiate us from others. So whatever content you'll be creating, it's not like someone would be tomorrow claiming it, even if you want to use it for further purpose. Okay. I see some great prompts from Payal. So let's try this one. Isn't it great? Yeah. Payal, what do you think? So here you could see automatically I provided this particular prompt like holy color splash, and then what happened? Yeah, yeah, I know it's amazing, right? Even I'm surprised. So you could see it is creating something which is into a splash format, right? And it is also generated some other variations. So maybe I'm not happy with this kind of a variation. What I could do is I have the capability to switch between the multiple variation. And to all of you, to all the graphic designers, suppose if you would have to create this kind of a text effect, how challenging it would have been to take the images, do some kind of manipulation, masking, and then create this kind of a pattern. Let's try blue leaves. Okay. Let it get load. Then I'll download one of it. Yeah, holy offer. Now, suppose I like this specific text. Here, what we have is we have different other sample prompts, and we also have this kind of a text effect where I can choose whether I want something where fonts are like fitted very tightly with each other, or what kind of a font I want. So here I could see a list of a font. Maybe I do not like this one. Maybe I like this one. I just go and select the specific font, and then I'll be also be able to define this background color. So here it's like on a transparent background, but here suppose if I want to like have it on a different background, maybe I want it over a black background, I can just define that specific background to it. Font library. So currently it's not allowing to load the font from the font library, but definitely like there would be a way, or maybe the team would be working on it to give you the more capability where you could have everything on the brand and your custom font and the text would be like be able to be provided to you. So you could just select it from here. Okay. So quickly I'll go over here, and here maybe I will like to background. So background, if I choose it on black, then it will be giving me this kind of a background. Okay. So this way I can quickly create anything, and let's call it. And then here I can just go ahead and simply download it. Let's save it on the desktop. Now I can use this particular image into like that banner. And we also had some suggestions from Blue Leaves. So maybe let's call it as Herbal Me. And let's give it Blue Leaves. And let's see what it creates. Yeah, pretty good. You could see the kind of the way it has like arranged the entire thing is looking pretty good, right? I can just go ahead, use it into my poster or my design. Yeah. And if you could go over here into the sample prompts, you could see like there are other leafy pothos or something. These kind of different styles has been generated. So these are which has been generated for a specific, but maybe already there. But you could also try like this blue leaves was completely new, right? Maybe I'm designing for this food company where I want to have something called as pasta, and I want the text to be wrapped around into a pasta or maybe some noodles. I could actually create something like this, right? So these kind of text effects could be created, and just by typing simple prompts, I can modify it further. Like I can apply different text, different color. Definitely the staying on brand point is taken, and keep updated, and probably it should be, I can comment now, but it should be there in future. So what I could do is I can also go ahead and just select it, and then I could be assured, okay, this is pretty good. I like this kind of a result, because we also seek for feedback. So like here you could see it's no, like no, it could be will be open to feedback. So if you have any suggestion, maybe if you did not like any specific result, it's a AI, right? It is getting trained. Feel free to share it with us. So this was the second thing, which is pretty cool whenever you are visualizing any concept. Maybe for any brand like the leaves prompt which you provided me, right? It was pretty useful for any of the herbal brand who are launching their product, who are looking for unique like style and the text. So for that, it would be really helpful. So probably now I have got the specific like that particular text created. What I will do is I'll simply go ahead. It was for holy offer. Maybe I have generated this text. So right now it's not like available for commercial use. That's why like I'm getting this kind of a credential tag applied to it. But once it is out of that com- uh, available for the use, then I will be able to like quickly download that PNG version and use it. Okay. So let's go to Photoshop over here, and probably I can just go over here, resize it further and use it into my banner. So this way, like how we started is we started creating a basic layout, basic design within Photoshop. And then we needed some creative element like the text, like this mascot. For that, we got an idea very quickly by generating these mood board. And once these mood boards were generated, I was quickly able to like suppose select different element of this specific mascot, make some additional changes to it. I put a pizza box there. Next, I'm going to show it like how I did that, and then generate that design. Okay, but before we jump to that, what I want to show is another great capability is the generative color. So within like this Firefly, this particular generative color has been introduced, and many a times, like being a designer, like we used to struggle, right? Like we have to create one product variation, and then we need to look through, okay, this particular design, this color variation, or this specific color is looking good for this specific product. But what if my client or the customer is requesting to show me different other variations? Within Illustrator, this capability was there, but it was kind of a manual. So let me show what I mean by that. So suppose I'm working for this organic brand, and who are into this organic products. And what I'm going to do now is I'm for just creating this particular like design for the products. And this is for maybe for one specific product, which is into pomegranate, but there could be multiple products. But this particular design has been created for a particular product. And now I want to generate different variations. So within Illustrator, what we used to do is we used to go to edit color, recolor artwork. If I want to, and then I have to look for, okay, what are the different trends, different colors, and then probably I'll move it, and then I will look through it, and then I will do some manual ways to see, okay, which one is looking better. But now what I could do is I could directly use AI to do my job. So here, what I'm going to do now is upload the SVG version of this particular file. So I quickly go ahead, upload this SVG. Okay. And now I can describe what kind of a color palette I want to generate. So any suggestion, any color palette? Okay. So meanwhile, I'm getting some suggestions. Cool summer colors. Right? Probably we are launching it in June. I'll go ahead, click on generate. Do we have illustrator designers here? Monsoon color. Yes, Samriddhi, I'll try it. Yeah. And you can see like how it has generated different color variations of it. So like this was certain palette which it identified, okay, this is looking very cool and the summary like yellowish and some peachish kind of a palette it has generated, right? And here I also have some sample prompts. So if I like this one, I can just go ahead and define those sample prompts, and I can also choose between some different other color formats. Like maybe I want some complementary colors to what is generated earlier. So this way I can just go and define those color. And maybe I have something specific. I like something into a shade of a pink. Quickly, I can just choose that specific shade. Right now, it is showing me everything into pink. You could also see it. Let's see something in blue. Okay. And let's select some muted colors. Yeah. So right now, these kind of colors variations has been generated. And if I like certain colors, what I could do is I can just go and generate different other variations. Probably I like these three colors and I want something while shuffling between these three colors. I can just go over here and shuffle it and then see, okay, how this particular design is going to look like. So this way, very quickly, I'll be able to generate multiple variations of one specific product rather than just going ahead and thinking and using my brain, right? And let's try with what Samriddhi has mentioned, some monsoon color. Let's remove, just try this one, monsoon colors. Yeah. So these are some of the bright color it has generated. Probably I like this one. I can just go and switch between these three colors, and I can also download it. Now this design has been ready. I can download it and then probably I could show it to my client. Okay. So this was the third feature which I wanted to talk about, like which would be like very helpful while you want to recolor your artwork and when you want to generate different variations of one specific art. Right. And with that, what I did, I was to you. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So maybe something like this, we could just go ahead and download it. Yeah. You could also like will be able to like edit those colors later as well. So what it will do is it will just go ahead, if I could share the screen. Yeah. Here you could see what it has done is it has downloaded a SVG file. So I'll go to Adobe Illustrator and then I'll be able to like open that specific Illustrator file and then I'll be able to change this color. Yeah. Thanks, Amriti. Here. Here you go. Okay. Maybe I want to change it further. I can just go and make it to green. Here you go. Okay. So you'll get a SVG file and then you'll be able to like edit it further. Okay. And now I'm going to jump to something very interesting, which is called generative fill. Any one of you have tried this where you were able to change some image or something out of it? Generative fill. Yes. Yes. Seems like Smriti is kind of a pro. So what we are going to do now is suppose we have any image, you want to like modify any area of that image. What you could do is you can simply go ahead and upload that particular image and do the manipulation here. And the same capability has also been introduced in Photoshop where I'll be, okay, even used in office work. Great. Glad to know. Yeah. So what this allows me to do is, so just upload, go over here and quickly was trying multiple things. Okay. So maybe I have a picture of this man, right? And maybe what I want to do is this man is wearing shirt and maybe it is for one of my campaign. And here this man is like looking okay, right? But maybe I want him to wear a suit, right? Do you think it would be possible? Okay. So here I see three options. First is like insert, second is like remove, and third is like pan. So okay, perfect. You like this feature. Glad to know. So either what I can do is I can press this like right or left bracket to increase my brush size. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm quickly going to go over here and paint over this man. Okay, let's move it here. Or just paint certain area. I know I'm bad at painting. Let's try what it's generate. So here what is happening is just going ahead, analyzing the entire image. And I know I made a very bad selection right now, but let's see. Okay. And here it was able to generate few, maybe this one is not looking so great. So, but I can just go ahead and make a like better selection to it and then refine it further. Maybe this one could be a bit better, but it's an AI. It gives sometimes it gets some unexpected results as well. But yesterday I was able to like generate something really good out of it. So let me show it to you. Yeah. But you got the idea, like how you can just paint different areas of the particular image and then it will be able to like generate a completely different thing. So let's try with some other image. So let's try with this lady. So probably I have the picture of this model. And here what I want to do is maybe I want to change her dress. So let's go over here. And I'm painting over her hairs as well. I said I'm bad at painting, but careful this time. Okay, let's try to paint over her. Let's call it summer dress. Yeah, I'll show it in Photoshop, like how in Photoshop you'll get more control and uh, you'll be able to create something really nice. So I know yeah, you could see here the body shape was like pretty better. So probably in this one or maybe in this one, because I did not made a proper selection, but you could see how it was able to like preserve her hair as well. I did not like deleted her hair. So if I would have made a better selection over here, it would have given me a better result, but I was just making a rough selection. So let me go ahead and switch back to Photoshop where we'll be really doing some amazing things. Yeah. So here within Photoshop, what I have over here, probably I'm just going to use this image for a particular, like a brand. Maybe it's for a travel brand and I want to generate a cover image, maybe for their website or maybe for their poster. So I like this image, right? I got this image from Adobe stock, but maybe what I want to do is I wish if this image would have been a bit like extended, right? I want to use it as a banner image on the website. So what I could do is I can simply go over here and just drag it out. Okay. So maybe I want to extend this image. Okay. But the problem here is this area is a bit empty, right? I want to fill it with something which is very similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, make a selection. And now I do not want to go and provide any prompt. I will just go over here and click on generate. Okay. And once it generates some content out here, I'll be able to see what variation it has generated. And you can see, like I did not select this area. So that's why this area is not filled. But now if you look at this image, you won't be able to like relate that earlier this particular image was like this, and now which using generative fill, it has become like this. So this capability, what you saw on the web is like already integrated within Photoshop. And it has not only given me one variation, I had been given other variations as well. So if I like this particular scene, I can just go and just switch between the specific scenes. And now I have a much bigger and extended image. Maybe I'm not happy with this. I can just go ahead and try again, and now it will give me a different other variations of it. So I'll just go and quick try it out. Yeah. Now different other variations has been generated, which looks pretty good. So probably I like this one. So any one of you have tried this feature, and this is in Photoshop beta. So any one of you have tried this in Photoshop beta? Okay, I think Rahul, you have, okay, you have tried it out. Great, great. Okay, perfect. I see some hands up, Karthik and few other people. Yeah. So now suppose this image has been generated. Now what I want to do is I want to create a cruise. Let's see if it is able to create a cruise or not. I'm being a bit unrealistic, but let's try it out. So on this area, maybe what I want to do is I just want to create a cruise. I could provide more descriptive text as well. Are you working at Adobe? Yes, we are from Adobe. So, and me, my colleague Vidushi, we all are part of Adobe. And this is where we come and talk about new feature, what's new within like Adobe application. So it was able to like create something good. Okay. So this one might not look pretty good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another results where it was able to give me some really good results out of it. So here you could see like automatically this cruise has been created, the shadow and everything has been matched. And if I go over here and extend this image, so probably I want to fill in this area, I can simply go ahead. And now let's make a selection. I want to use it for the banner. And just to Rahul, to your point, I have been with Adobe for last 8 years. So it's amazing, really excited about the kind of the innovation this company is driving and how it's leading and helping the designers and helping the creative community. And now you could see how it has extended this particular image. I can go over here, look between multiple variations. This one is looking pretty good. Now, suppose this image has been created, what I could do is here I have already created this weekend library where I have the logo. So now the logo is there. I can just go ahead and drag and drop from the library. And then I can just go ahead and place it here. Probably if I want to create certain other elements on this specific area, I can just go make a selection and create that specific element as well. But before I jump to that, let me show you some other image. Let's open this one. Okay, and there's okay. So suppose this image is here, and what I want to do is many a times maybe you have to clean up the images and you want to like remove certain area of the element. What we have now is a remove tool. The same thing was available into the Firefly on the web as well. So if I want to remove this area, I can just go ahead and just paint it out and it will remove. So let me open some other image. Let's try this image. So suppose I have this specific image and what I want to do over here, maybe I do not want this bag in this image. So what I could do is I can simply go ahead and paint over this specific suitcase and see what generative AI is doing right now. It has deleted that specific object. And now this probably this object has been deleted. If I want to modify it further, I can just paint it again. And then I do not need to make that selection, do that manual effort in order to delete any element. So that object has been deleted. But what if I want to like add more elements to it? So maybe kids are there and it's for a holiday campaign and I want some kind of a like a castle, maybe a sand castle or something like that. I can just go over here and select the specific area and type sand castle and click on generate. Guys, the other thing you want me to generate over here? It take few minutes. it takes long. I'll show you another one where I have already aliens. Okay. Let's try it out, aliens. So let me just show it to you like what I created with earlier because it will take few minutes in order to generate it. So here you could see what I was able to generate is if I go to this layer, I generated these sand castles. And if I'm not happy with the results, what I could do is I can simply go over here and switch between it. So this way I'll be able to add the elements to it. I was able to remove the suitcase and then I was also able to generate this kind of a surfboard. So, and you could see everything is in a separate layer. So if you want to, it's not just everything is getting applied. So you'll get a control to modify these things further as well. So this way you can keep adding the layer, you can keep adding the things, and then you can just go and modify the things further. Let me open another image. Yeah. Suppose maybe I have the image. This is a photo shoot which I have got, but I want to set up the scene. Probably I want to add sailboat. Okay. On the audience demand, let's go ahead and make a selection and say, is it the right term, sailboat? I don't know. I tried sailboat. Sweet. Yeah. Samriti, are you happy with the sailboat? I'm not sure. But it looks pretty good to me, right? Like you could see everything, the shadow, everything has been matched, and it feels like it's actually lying on the sand. So pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So coming back to, okay, great. So here I have this particular image from the photo shoot and probably like perfect. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So here I have this and probably what I want to do is maybe some area is left out and I want to add certain elements to it. I can go over here and just probably go over here and make a selection and maybe create a chair. Okay, let's go and unlock it. Add photo frame. Yes, that's a great idea. Fill up the space. Photo frame. Okay. And was graffiti. Okay. Perfect. Isn't it looking great? Matching to aesthetic of this particular room where this is looking this outer area. Yeah. You could see over here. This was looking pretty good, pretty classy, right? Maybe if I'm not happy with this result, what I could do is I can click on generate again. And you could see like how from a very empty space, this area has been filled up. So great way when you already have a good image, good quality of image, and you want to add further elements to it. So let's try something else as well. Graffiti. Let's copy this. You can also have the descriptive text. So right now I've just written very small text, but it would be much more better if you provided more descriptive prompt. It will be able to generate a better content. TV. Yeah. Okay, that reminds me, add a plant. Okay, now we have added a graffiti. Okay, so where should I add a plant? Okay, let's, okay, not on this layer. I need to go back to my previous layer. A plant, plant with black roses. Okay, yeah, used to get generated, not disappeared. Yeah, you can try uninstalling and reinstalling the application. So here it has generated some plant. Let's try with plant with black roses. Perfect. Yeah, it's looked pretty good. It's added to the ground. I could see a little bit of shadow as well. Graffiti is looking great. Yeah, black roses. Here the pot is missing. This one is a bit better, right? And since we're talking about some generating some other items as well, so let me open another file. Yeah, so this was another image which I generated where I added certain elements, added a chair. And I think, yeah, let me open these two images. Yes. So here what you see on this particular screen is entirely generated using this like generative AI. So this was my original image where I just had the picture of the specific lady where I went ahead and what I did was I just went ahead and generated this washing machine, right? On the generative layer. Similarly, maybe this balloon text, balloon kind of effect of the text I created using like Firefly text effect. So let's try something else on this particular. What should I try? Let's create a fridge. Here as well, probably I want to change the dress of this girl. What I could do is I can select the different area or her dress, and then I can define maybe a summer top or a winter top. I can define it. Sorry about that. I was just looking for one of the images. It's taking a bit of a time. Yeah. But it should be able to like generate that specific object as well. So this way I can just go on, keep adding different elements to it, and I can completely design my entire poster or banner. So a lot of new things are coming to it. Definitely all the Photoshop user, go ahead, give it a try. And this is available under the Photoshop beta. Okay, so now we have got our fridge generated over here. This one. So since I made a bigger selection, it is looking a bit stretched out. But if I would have made a very small selection, it would have been much more better, right? So these are the certain results, not so bad. This one is looking pretty okay, right? So yeah, so this was like all for today, which I wanted to cover. So what new, which is coming in like Firefly, what and how these technologies are being integrated within the creative application. So like that recolor artwork is already integrated within Adobe Illustrator. So you can just access this capability within Adobe Illustrator for like this specific generative fill is already a part of Photoshop. So you can quickly go ahead and just select or create anything out of it. So let's just quickly, before we close it, just wanted to give it a try for this model. So here you could see I'm not selecting it pretty nicely, but let's try it out to change her dress because I was pretty excited about it. So because I'm just using my mouse, probably if I'm on some other device where I would have more control of a brush, or probably I could try it within Photoshop, then I would be able to get better control out of it. Summer floral dress. So any other thoughts, anything which you feel, or do you think like this was helpful, or any topics which you would like us to cover into the upcoming session would be like pretty useful? Yeah, now you could see how it has generated different summary dress. So this and a sari, okay. So I see it is able to create a sari, okay. It's definitely helpful. Perfect. Thanks, Rahul. You can change that girl color. So for that, you need to like go to Photoshop and do it because initially, like I was able to like go ahead and try it out. So I just go ahead and cancel and let's try to add sari. Let's see. No, I think it has not understood sari that well. So probably getting trained on Indian attire, and soon we will have a sari as well. But yeah, a lot more use cases to discover. Do let us know, how was it? Whether this today's session was useful. Any other topics you would like us to cover? Any other challenges which you come across into your day-to-day work where you think this generative AI could be helpful? Or because we are from Adobe, right? Like I said, that we are from Adobe. Our main job is to like talk about the creativity, make all the users who are already using our application to use it better. So any feedback, any suggestion, if this time is not right, if you want to have a session a different time, feel free to put up your comments and we are happy to go ahead and conduct a session. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye.